There are people who leave you feeling tired, foggy, or unsettled after even a short interaction. We all know those types. You may not be able to explain it, but something feels off. This is not about personality conflicts or bad moods. It's about energy exchange and how some people survive by feeding on it, feeding on you. I want to talk about 4 common ways energy vampires, also called parasites, stifle and siphon energy from others. These are not supernatural ideas. They describe real behavioral patterns that show up in daily life, relationships, work, and social spaces. At the root of this behavior is disconnection. When some people feels cut off from their own inner source, they begin to compete for energy instead of generating it. To them, energy feels scarce. If you have it, they feel they don't. This creates an either-or mindset. Think of consciousness like a main power source. Each person has their own direct line to it, like an IV feeding their spirit body. That energy is meant to nourish the person living inside the body. Healthy connection allows voluntary sharing through love, conversation, and mutual presence. But parasitic behavior is not a voluntary exchange. It quietly taps into your line. Every method used by an energy vampire is a way of attaching a second tube to your supply. Once you understand how these methods work, it becomes much easier to recognize when an interaction stops being mutual. The first and most obvious type is the intimidator. This one uses force, fear, or pressure to pull energy. It can show up as physical aggression, threats, or dominating behavior, but intimidation is not always violent. It could be loudness, chaos, or constant disruption meant to pull attention toward them. Some people talk far louder than necessary. Others create noise, conflict, or tension in shared spaces. The common thread is stimulation. Where attention goes, energy flows. Intimidators are rewarded by reaction. Every irritation feeds them. This is why your body reacts before your mind does when someone invades your space this way. They may also belittle or posture to create imbalance. When someone tries to make you smaller, they are trying to elevate themselves by force. The exchange is not mutual, it is extraction. The second type is the interrogator, and this one is far more subtle. Instead of force, they use questions, endless questions, questions that make you explain yourself, justify yourself, or doubt yourself. Some people call this gaslighting, but it goes wider than that. Questions are powerful because humans are wired to answer them. From childhood, we are trained to respond when asked. Even if you stay silent, your mind still engages. That internal response still spends energy. Interrogators often disguise their approach as curiosity or concern. They ask what you are doing, who you are with, why you chose something, or how you feel about everything. They may share just enough of themselves to invite you to share more. The exchange feels uneven because it is. After talking with them, you may feel unsettled, like something is unfinished. You may feel a quiet pressure to prove yourself or clarify your position. That